course, on the day when I want to talk about perfectionism, I have a bit of hair that's just ruining everything. Today's topic comes from another suggestion from you guys. Someone asked me to talk about perfectionism. Side note, I didn't even know I was a perfectionist until a rescue pointed it out. We were at Liviana's Sweet Swing Festival, and he very casually in conversation just mentioned me being a perfectionist, as if I already knew, and I was like, oh my god, you're right. I'm totally a perfectionist. How did I ever see this until now? As Brené Brown very succinctly puts it, perfectionism is like a shield you put up in front of you. If you present your outfit perfectly, you're dancing perfectly, yourself perfectly in front of you, nobody will actually get to judge who you actually are. And she also talks, I really like Brené Brown, heads up. She also talks about this idea of there's perfectionism, which is worrying what other people will think of you and about your performance, about your outfit, about what you're doing, versus striving, which is like your own internal motivation for becoming better, your own internal goals that you have for you as a dancer, as a human, whatever they may be. I have had to make that switch as a motivator, from wondering what people thought of me and being very concerned about how I was being perceived, to finding my own internal motivation. I'm still not 100% there yet, just for the record. There are times when I do stuff and I'm very concerned about what people think of me, but something that really does help me is being good enough. I put stuff out that I deem good enough, because I realize that if I always wait for perfect, I never do anything. I just never do anything. If I try and work on the project until it actually is perfect, it never sees the light of day, because it's never going to be good enough for me. But if I accept to myself that good enough is great, and there's nothing wrong with not being perfect, I share myself more, and I show what I can do more, and I enjoy myself so much freaking more. If I don't like something because of something stupid, and I'm getting better at recognizing when it's something stupid, I still put it out there. For example, when the new Churchill Stompers album came out, I decided that I would take a couple of their songs, do a little solo improv when I first heard them. When I watched the footage back, I realized that you could see I had gained weight. And I have some issues with my body because I'm a woman in the 20th century, and I feel like we all have a little bit of body dysmorphia, and it's not good. I know it's not good, I know it's not healthy, don't at me. And I didn't want to post the video. I really didn't want to post the video because I was like, okay, I need to reshoot it, I need to change my outfit so you can't tell, I need to do this. But I really liked the dancing. And it took me a while to be like, this is good enough. This is me having a belly and me having a little bit of extra weight is not a real problem. It's not a real reason not to share something. The only way I actually managed to be able to share it is to talk about it in the description of the video, that I recognize that yes, this is a thing. I've noticed it. Please don't tell me about it. Because I was so scared that somebody would say something. I was so scared that somebody else in the world who had no right to comment on my body would comment on my body. It's this thing of like being worried about what other people are going to say about me. That's what I'm afraid of, and that's what the perfectionism is. It's the fear of someone else saying something, but if I make it perfect, then no one has any right to say anything, right? The perfectionism thing means that you don't see everyone else's flaws the same way. Like, I see my flaws in a way that's like huge and unavoidable and terrible, but I don't do that with anybody else. And therefore, I see everyone else's training videos and I'm like, oh my god, they're so talented, they're so great, they are so amazing. I have never looked at anyone under the same lens on which I look upon myself. I watch videos of other people dancing and I go, they are better than me. I am terrible, I need to train more because I'm not that. Which is such a terrible thing to do with one's life and one's energy. Side note, when I watch other people dance and I feel bad about myself, those people are almost exclusively women. It's when I see other women doing amazing is when I beat myself up. And I think this is some internalized misogyny. Fucking patriarchy. Guys, it's in my head. Anyways, this video is a lot. And I understand that it's just me rambling at a camera for the most part. So here are my tips for helping you become better at dealing with your perfectionism and turning your perfectionism into striding from an internal motivation. Step 1, accept that nothing you do will be perfect. It's a very bitter pill to swallow, but once you've swallowed it and accepted it into your heart, life just gets so much nicer. Everything is just, it's lovely. So, nothing is ever going to be perfect. Strive for good enough, because if you have an idea that's fabulous and amazing and you have a very strong visual of what exactly it's going to be, and when you don't achieve that, it's very likely that you're not going to share that with the world. Having an idea of what is good enough for you is a really wonderful way of allowing yourself to share your talents and share your art with the world. This is great. Step 3, understand that what everyone else is putting out to the world isn't perfect either. When I see other people, I think they're incredible and amazing and better and so much more wonderful than I am. However, what I'm not seeing is the amount of work that they put into to get to that point, to get to the point where they are wonderful, incredible, and amazing. It's this idea that on social media, you're seeing everyone's like perfected, photoshopped life, and you don't see the crap that lies behind it. It's that concept, but in the Lindy Hop community, I think more of it like, you don't see the hours in the studio, you don't see how much time they spend training. You generally just see the final product. You don't get to see how much work and how much energy it took to get to there. And then step 4, which only applies if you're competing, judge yourself before you get the judge's results, if that makes sense. I want to make sure that I'm doing competitions and I'm doing stuff because of an internal motivational force. So therefore, by taking that moment to be like, by my own standards, by what I was trying to achieve, did I succeed? Did I fail? Did I manage to connect well with my partner? Did I manage to perform with my face to the audience? Those are things that are internally motivated that I want to achieve, that I have control over, that I can figure out, did I do them? Did I not do them? Am I good? Yes, no, maybe so, before anyone else tells me what they thought of me. That's like a side note, by the way, if you're a competitor, that's just like side note. So these are the steps that I have taken, that I am continuing to take me from worrying about what other people will think of me and what other people will say about me, to finding internal motivation and striving for myself. So this was a weird video. This felt like therapy. This is going to be really awful to edit, I feel like. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was, again, a requested video. If you have video suggestions for me, pop them in comments below or DM me on any of the social medias. I'm Katie Cobalt on everything. I hope you found it useful. It was a really useful / therapeutic video for me to make, so I liked it. And thank you again to my patrons for supporting me no matter what weirdo crap I end up doing. If you would like to join the Patreon family, check out patreon.com/KatieCobalt, or check out some of my other videos here and here. And if you did enjoy this video and do enjoy hearing me rant about strange and wonderful things, please subscribe. Okay, thanks, bye!